A Dear Friend of a Dozen Years, written and read by Mary Teresa, copyright 2016. Sometimes reporters ask the wrong questions and die because of it. This was one such time. She asked, "Where is this stuff coming from?" She was a veteran reporter with an honors degree from a fine university and 15 years of experience. As the first woman allowed in a war zone, she had won awards, accolades, and the admiration of her colleagues. It is true, she had a cat. This cat traveled with her whenever she had left for a job. This is idiosyncrasy, not insanity. She talked to it, but really, who doesn't? It did not talk back. So it was that the reporter spoke to her cat. "Where is this stuff coming from?" She clicked email after email. She found no evidence of large-scale thefts, nor reports of illicit labs equipped with extruders to form perfectly uniform pills, and with a brand name to boot. The emails came from 8 different countries, and a dozen or so men with whom the reporter had slept. She was a beautiful woman, men or men. When she asked them questions, they gave her answers. Each mail replied with the same ending, "When will I see you again?" And the reporter replied with the same, "Soon." "This is a conundrum," she said to the cat. "Here's the situation, Tabby 2, and Tabby 2 circled in her lap until that particular spot was found. When the reporter was in deep thought, she used a pencil and paper. She was idiosyncratic this way. She jotted as she spoke to the cat. Point 1. There is a sudden influx of nefarious substance, regulated and legal under different circumstances. This is true. Point 2. No one seems to know where it comes from, though the usual suspects are blamed. She took a sip of coffee and lit another cigarette. The next bit she didn't jot down. Some things never get written down. Of course, Tabby 2. Local authorities never use racial profiling, and their solve rate is 100%. If Tabby 2 noticed a paradox, his purrs did not belie it. She had traveled much over 15 years. This city had remained her home base. When here, she was a crime reporter, though how war is not a crime has never been made clear to me. As a consequence, she knew many good cops. It was one such good cop who initially raised this key question: where is this stuff coming from? He was killed in the line of duty that very same afternoon. He was the second cop to die this way in 30 years of police force history. She thought this a safe city. Yet, when she thought of her friend of a dozen years, as she was thinking of him now, jotting his initials over and over and over again, a chill came over her, and she bent suddenly to grab the Afghan from her feet. Tabby, too, was dislodged. A soft pfft sounded. A jagged hole occupied the space where her head had just been. She was a war reporter. She knew what that jagged hole signified. She was a crime reporter. Her life had been threatened before. She was armed and ready. She was just a reporter. Her aim was not true. Mine was.